Hi guys, so quick introduction to the probably one of the ugliest mini Drak builds that there will ever be. Okay, bar the ones with the red coroplast maybe, but no, I'm just kidding. But so anyway, we've got a mini Drak here that I have added 50mm onto the center of the fuselage. That's the standard coro for reference. So we've added quite a lot onto the middle of the plane there. I'm now able to carry twice the amount of battery that the mini Drak could have held before. The mini Drak does have quite a small bay. Each of those are 4,000 6S packs, which was exactly the size of the bay before. So now I've pretty much doubled it, doubled this front section. And now we're running 2 of the 4,000s. I'm going to be running those in series, so they're going to be 12S 4,000. So that would be pretty awesome. Little bit of power system there. The ESC is going to be an APD 200, and we're going to be running a KO 3220. The 3220 is capable of running somewhere up around 7,000 watt or 7 kilowatt. Which is a hell of a lot of motor. And I think actually on this build, I'm not going to be too crazy on the amps. I'm not going to be too crazy on the batteries, too crazy on the ESC, the motor, etc. So it should actually be fairly reliable. Fingers crossed. So one of the issues, of course, with this plane is it's going to be a lot heavier because it's running 2 of these packs, and you know, bigger motors, bigger servos, all the rest of it. So to add extra wing area, obviously the 50mm up the middle, that adds quite a considerable bit onto the wing area because the whole plane counts. So I've now also taken these elevons, which come off of a Strix Goblin. These are like the upgrade ones that you get, and yeah, they add about, I would say, an extra 75% onto the onto like the wing area that you get off of your elevons. So I'll be using 2 of those, obviously, and they will add a little bit extra on. Now on the wing tips, those elevons do extend a little bit past, so I'm not 100% sure what to do yet, but I think I'm just going to extend the wing tip with a little bit of foam and bring them back in line with the elevator, or with the elevon as well. So it's just adding a little tiny extra bit onto the end there. But yeah, besides that, that's the introduction. It's going to be a fast mini Drak build, and of course I'll be doing a few things to make sure that it's like structurally more rigid for doing these high speed runs. At the minute it's not sparred, but you can see the wing tip is very flexible where the spar stops. In fact, on the topic of the spar, this is the standard mini Drak spar. Excuse my hands, by the way. It's not dirt, it's actually Gorilla Glue and carbon fiber dust that I've been trying to scrape off my hands. If I just pull the wing out slightly. Oh, never wants to do it when you need to. Okay, sorry about that. I think there's a little bit of glue is probably set in there somewhere. But anyway, so the standard mini Drak spar is this, and that would be the same front and back. But now I've actually put a big Drak spar into the mini Drak airframe. So I'm not going to go into too much detail of how I've done it because it was an absolute pain, and I wouldn't recommend probably other people to try and do it. But I basically used the old, or the new spar outer as like a former to cut it, but it was extremely difficult and tricky. But well, for me anyway, I'm not a big builder. I like to buy planes and just build the kit, if you know what I mean. So, but anyway, this is adding an absolute like stonking amount of extra rigidity to this airframe, and which is what it needs. On top of the extra spar, the extra big spar, I will be glassing the outside of the airframe. So we'll be going for glass over the whole lot of it, and then maybe a little carbon fiber leading edge, maybe even just to, you know, just to, like, to dress it up a little bit and make it look a little bit nicer. But yeah, glass over the whole lot should make it you know, structurally pretty rigid. Would you believe, actually, I think that one of the sources of yeah, there is actually a little bit of glue is spilt onto that spar. That's better. Now it's going to come apart nice and easy. Excuse the rustling and the noise anyway, but yeah, oh yes, that's it. Yeah, the twist in the airframe, right? It's actually pretty significant. So if you hold the wings like back here, oh, it's going to be really hard to see, but anyway, just imagine the wings can do that. Now, the spar, the actual like fiber spars, they haven't been put into the fuselage yet, so I know that that is obviously going to add a lot of structural rigidity to the fuselage. But it's just one of those things that it could be the cause of why the airframes start to roll whenever you get to about 200 mile an hour. Who knows? That it's just a guess. You know, of course, you got that issue, and you've got the you know, the motor itself. It's quite a lot of spinning inertia. So maybe that is what causes it, but who knows? I'll be able to find out, because this is going to be stiffer than the other ones that have been made before, with the extra spar and the glassing over the top of it, and obviously I'm not saying it's going to be the stiffest mini Drak that's ever been built, but it's probably going to be one of the stiffest and definitely one of the fastest. So yeah, let's see. Hopefully I haven't made any mistakes so far in the build. You know, you can see there's a lot of like Gorilla Glue has been used to kind of like fill and sort of, you know, shape up any of the little low points and stuff. I've just been using it as a filler, really, and make the build hopefully quite nice whenever it's done. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it. I'll try and do a few more videos on it as I make progress, but I didn't want to do anything until I got this bit done, because adding that filler into the middle and all this gluing and stuff, it's not something I normally do, so I wanted to get it out of the way first before I talked about it. So anyway, have fun, guys. I'll speak to you soon.